Welcome back to the second episode of the Sleepycast. I am back here with my co-creator and co-host. What is your name?
I wouldn't call it Sleepycast. That's an actual podcast.
Is it actually a...
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
really?
like Oni NG and Psychic Pebble's old podcast.
Wait, really?
Oh, Sleepy
no.
Cabin, and then they had Sleepycast was the podcast, I believe.
Oh wow, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Dude, this is... Well, you heard it here first, folks.
Anyway.
twitch.tv/Sleepycast.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
It's your boy Scottscy, here with Blair once again.
That's me.
And yeah, it's him. We're two sleepy boys today. Hopefully we vibe it up a bit more through the podcast, but today's a lovely Christmas special, because somehow it's fell perfectly on Christmas Day. The upload.
Dude, that is 100% true, dude. I'm looking outside my front door, and it's snowing.
Oh, there's carolers at the door.
Dude, there's
snow is
reindeer.
falling.
Oh, there's so much snow.
I can see Father Christmas in the sky waving at me. All right, mate.
Oh,
right.
dude.
How you doing?
There he is.
There he is. Look at that
dude.
good lad. All right.
Yeah, look at him. Fucking going to work on a fucking national holiday. What a man.
What a legend. Who wakes up on Christmas Day and thinks, you know what? I fancy doing work today.
Exactly right. Like, that's when you should be opening your presents. You know who doesn't open presents? Santy.
Well, he gets free biscuits, doesn't he?
I
Biscuits
suppose
and
he gets
milk.
free biscuits, but after a while, you gotta, like, be this, like, hey, I don't
You're
want any
sick of
free fucking
biscuits.
biscuits.
If I was him, I'd want to come down a chimney and be like, where's my fucking steak? I've had enough of biscuits. Why don't they leave a steak next to the fireplace and a glass of beer? You know what I mean? Actually, you probably shouldn't
where's
drink
the
and fly.
eggnog? That's 100% true. To be honest, I didn't think about that. Thank you,
Yeah.
Santa, for
Maybe you
being
should- maybe you
more
shouldn't drink
responsible
and-
than we were.
Try and control a bunch of fucking reindeer.
but then again, right? Like he's constantly giving the reindeer like carrots and stuff, right? Did you leave carrots out when Santa was coming?
We never used to. I think we did once, now that I think about it.
Dude, you've got to leave carrots out for the fucking reindeer.
Well, we didn't have a chimney. So we just assumed he'd come through the front door and he'd park the like reindeer around the corner. So he's not going to carry a carrot back, is he? Like, he was a bit preoccupied, so...
Well, you never really know, to be honest.
That's true.
Like, you see, here's the thing. Like, I have this weird thing about Santa Claus in general. I was afraid of him as a child.
Really?
Yeah, I was super duper afraid of Santa Claus. You see, my parents would always be just like, hey, don't go off at strangers. Don't accept gifts from strangers. Just don't even look at strangers. And I was just like... Okay, that makes sense. I don't want anybody to, like, you know, take me away, because they would constantly bring up this person called Mrs. Crackers. And Mrs. Crackers, like, whenever I did something bad, Mrs. Crackers was going to take me away. And
wow.
I was yeah, it's like fucking morbid, right? Fucking...
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Mrs. Crackers? Wow.
Mrs. Crackers. But my parents were just like, okay, so listen, but you can let Santa in. I was just like, no.
Yeah,
Why would you let him in the front door? He could be the ultimate predator.
Yeah, at the end of the day, Father Christmas is just a glorified stranger, isn't he?
He
No one knows who he
100%
really is. He's just
Like-
a fat bloke with a beard who comes wandering into your house and eats your biscuits. Like,
Right, like exactly. Like he drops and leaves you presents. Like, why can't I accept presents from the man down the road, but Father Christmas? Like, he's all game.
I mean, yeah,
You know?
why can I accept presents from Father Christmas, but I can't get the free candy this man in a van is offering?
Exactly.
He's got some
you know
good
what I mean?
sweets, him. I'm pretty sure he's got M&Ms, and I'm a big fan of M&Ms. Peanut M&Ms.
M&M, a bit of fucking
Oh.
Maltesers in there. I bet he
You know,
does.
A few,
It's
like...
my favourite.
A few Skittles. Skittles, they're the ones. They're the
Skittles.
love
But I
Skittles,
wasn't
mate.
really too big fan of Skittles. Skittles are like
Skittles, man.
they're too sugary.
Oh, yeah, well, that's when... I don't eat them much now, but, like, when I was younger, I was hyped up on energy drinks and Skittles and chicken nuggets. That was, like... that fueled my day.
It's like all three of those at once, like just
Oh, yeah.
whenever you could.
It's not even a joke.
Constantly going like, "Hey, give me the Skittles, my dude."
Well, because we had a Asda, like a supermarket for those who don't know what Asda is, and a McDonald's right on the same like car park. So we'd hit up Asda, get drinks, get like snacks, and that's so it'd mostly be energy drinks and Skittles for me, and then we'd all roll down to Mackey's and grab like chicken nuggets and burgers and that, and we'd just get like we'd feel like we'd want to die after it, because actually me and Joe had we had this routine that we'd do, like it was ages ago, we'd stay up late playing Battlefield 3 on Xbox. And we'd play so much Battlefield 3, and it'd get to about 3 or 4 in the morning, and we'd just walk up to like Asda and Mackey's because it was 24-hour. So we'd get shit at Asda, and then we'd go Mackey's, and we'd build the same burger every time. We'd both get a double cheeseburger.
Wait, you build your own burger?
Yeah,
what?
yeah. We both get a double
Really?
cheeseburger with nothing on it, like no like onions or whatever. It was just a plain double cheeseburger. Then we'd get a box of chicken nuggets each. Combine them, so we'd have a chicken nugget and double cheeseburger, and then just pile on the barbecue sauce.
What? What is this? This is...
It was amazing.
You go to fucking McDonald's and you start building a bear workshopping it, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like...
We were scientists. We were crafting the concoction to save mankind. But that wasn't even the piece de resistance. We also would finish it off with a frappe. So on top of this heart attack burger, we'd also have a heart attack in a cup. So we'd just feel like utter shite leaving Mackey's. Like, why did we do this?
Dude, I can't help but feel that this was like, that was a terrible idea.
No, but it was beautiful. It was a terrible idea because we'd leave feeling like ass, but oh, it was amazing.
Dude, I've never really been one of those guys who gets kind of sick after fast food.
Right.
Like, luckily enough, I'm a very plain eater. Well, I'm not a plain eater anymore. I was when I was younger, you know. I'd have that like burger, but I wouldn't eat the burger inside. I'd just eat the bread. Dude, that's how plain I was.
Right.
I'd be just like, you know what? I like the juices on the bread, but I don't like the burger. So I would just like be just like, yo, I would like a plain burger with
You
nothing
bring a
on
whole
it,
new
please.
definition to getting that bread.
Yeah. They would constantly be just like, hi, would you like a Happy Meal with that? Excuse me, I'm 6 years of age right now. I can handle this myself. Can I just get the toy?
Can I just get bread and toy, please?
Bread and toy, please, with a little
but
bit
the
of
toy,
like.
Put the toy in the bun. That'd be great.
Put the toy in the bun and just be like, hey, thank you for that. You know, like I was kind of a little bit of a weird kid actually when I think about it.
Weren't we all? I was something else, me.
After the story of you telling me that you made your own heart attack burger, like I can understand it, but like you have your mode and I have like 90% off that mode. Yeah. Like, dude, I've always not been a big fan of like fast food though. What about yourself?
I'm a huge fan.
Really?
Yeah, I genuinely could eat KFC every day of my life. I'm like,
no.
Yeah, I've always been weird with fast food because it's like I could always go Mackey's because it was on the way to places where like where I lived, like everything I wanted to go to was past Mackey's, so no matter what, I was always stopping at Mackey's pretty much. And yeah, just stuff like that. I'm not, it doesn't faze me, fast food. It's weird. Like I don't get the greasy, groggy feeling some people get from eating it, and I don't know, I could just eat fast food for days.
I don't know. The like fast food to me, it has like this taste of just like you're eating kind of like cardboard and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, every now and then you
it depends
fucking
where
need
you
it.
go, and if you
Okay.
get them on a good day. Because some days you go to Mackey's and it's absolutely dreadful, and then other days you go in and they've actually prepared it like as you've ordered it, which makes it 10 times better. If you've got like one that's been like a burger that's been sat in the like heater bit, whatever it's called, for a while, it's not going to be great. But if you get like a fresh one, it's actually good. It's surprising how big of a difference it is when you get it freshly cooked. because half the time you don't.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. Like, I've always like been just more. I don't know. I just don't think I ever get a fresh one. You know.
Well,
I'm one of those plain boys. You know.
Here's a
Like,
little trick. Here's a little trick.
Oh.
Right.
McDonald's life hack right now.
It really is. I'm not even joking.
Oh, shit.
Say if you order like a burger. Say if you like order a double cheeseburger. Make sure you say like, just say like, oh, no onions. They have to prepare a fresh one. Like, they have to. They can't just like scrape it off. It's like any burger in there. Say if you ordered like a Big Mac, just say like, oh, no lettuce or like no gherkin or whatever. Like, no matter what you ask for, none of, they have to make a fresh one every single time.
So you just constantly go around and that's a life hack and a half, to be honest with you. That makes a lot of sense as well. I don't know though. Like I've seen at times though where they just kind of get the bun and they just like scrape it off, and I'm just like, God damn it.
I've never seen that, but fuck me,
no?
It wouldn't surprise me.
But I don't know, like Ireland McDonald's and things like that, they're definitely not the well, no, actually they're clean now, you know, but back when I was a young babby boy, they did not give a shit.
It used to be way different. Yeah.
Now we've got all these like health precautions and all these cool things to keep us safe, and I'm just like, yeah, I like these. But at the same time, you sit there and go like, oh no, they got these for a reason, and that, oh no, what have I been eating?
Did you ever see the video that came out of how they made the chicken nuggets back in the day?
No.
Where like it'd go through such a process of like sort of real chicken in it, but by the end of like this whole process, it'd come out bright pink, and then they dye it, shape it, and fry it. So like back in the day, the chicken nuggets were just pure shit. Like it wasn't even. It didn't even look edible. It looked like Play-Doh. Whereas now, like, all of, like, the laws and that, like, they have actual chicken in it, and the burgers are actual beef. And it's like, it was mad. You should check out the video. It is minging. It's not like that anymore.
I'm always a little bit afraid to look at those type of videos, you know?
Because those type of videos... forever.
Right, yeah. Like, I watched somebody make donuts the other day. I was just like, this is great. This actually looks delicious from start to finish. But then again, I think of like how they make meat products, right? And then I'm just like, I don't really want to know how it's made, like at all. Like I'm eating it. It's delicious. But then again, like, oh,
yeah,
I'm afraid, you know.
And like, I will forever enjoy meat if I never see how it's got to the point of being on my table.
Well, that's the thing. Like meat is such a big part of my life.
Actually, yeah, no. Until the point I see it in the shop, if like the state it's in the shop, fine by me. The state before then, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what's happened.
Listen, if I'm gonna pop up that big old chicken breast and put it in a stir fry, right? I don't want to know the chicken's fucking name, right? You know, that would actually be like. That would actually be really fucked up if they like had names on the chicken.
Pack,
like every pack, yeah.
Oh,
like this is Jeremiah, and this is its wife, like Jayla.
That'd be heartbreaking. Oh, that'd be so bad.
I'll start giving them little like backstories and stories and shit, and then like I would. Oh no!
You'd end up just keeping chicken breasts as a pet.
You'd be like, I need to save these chicken breasts, dude. I'm bringing them all home. They're being put in the freezer so no one can eat them.
They can keep cold and happy forever.
This is going to be a free-range chicken breast. You just like throw it on the front lawn.
Frisbee in the garden.
Like it gets like taken by a bird or something, and you're just like, no!
Jesus. Oh, this is meant to be a Christmas one, Blair. We've just got on a tangent about fast food.
That's true. Actually,
I was gonna segue about being a weird kid into a Christmas story, but we just ended up going on and on and on. But let's do that now, shall we? Let's actually have some actual Christmas related stories. So
I'm excited. Let's go.
On the topic of me being a weird kid, I remember one year. It was Christmas Eve, obviously. Went to bed, blah, blah, blah. And then I woke up and I looked at the clock and I saw that it was 11. And I was like, oh shit, I've overslept. It's like 11 o'clock. I need to go downstairs. So I got like dressed in my Christmas clothes. You know, that specific like outfit your mum's bought for you for Christmas Day. I got
was it
all
like
dressed
the full
up.
like Christmas onesie and everything?
Well, no, it was like jeans and a nice shirt and all that, like the stuff you'd wear all day. You know what I mean? Like for going out on Christmas Day. Because I thought it was 11. I thought it was already past Christmas morning, like properly. So I start heading downstairs, and my mum's just like, "Wait, why is he coming down?" It's like they were, funnily enough, my dad was in the kitchen trying to build my bike that I was getting for Christmas. So I started walking down, like, it's a bit dark for morning, and then like it sort of hit me when my mum ran around the corner, like, "What are you doing home?" And I'm there fully dressed up, like, "Oh, it's Christmas, yeah." She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "It's Christmas morning, come on." She was like, "No, it's not. It's 11 o'clock at bloody night. Go back to bed." And I'm just like, "Oh, I want it to be Christmas."
Dude, that's a cute story, dude. All my stories
It
involve
comes
me
up every year,
vandalizing Santa. Dude, like, did you ever have like those like Santa toys, those Santa statues and things like that were just around?
Oh, we had plenty. We had loads of ones that'd sing to you and stuff, like ones that you'd press the button, it would waddle around and sing and that, and they were dead weird.
If you were in the Blairlex home, that would not survive Christmas. I had a huge vendetta against Santa. I thought he was gonna steal me, you know? Like, you know what you like, I was always brought up to think like, oh, you know, like things can be too good to be true, right? And
Yeah.
every time they'd just be like, "Oh, Santa's gonna bring you presents." I was just like, "All right, what's the fucking catch?" All right, what does he do? Do we pay him? Do we do
Something
what?
fishy's
Like,
here. What's he
yeah.
want from me?
do we pay him? What does he want? Like, what's going on? Like, listen, I just wasn't having it as a child. And eventually, my parents just had to be like, "We pay Santa," and I was just like, "That's okay."
Oh, that makes
But he
sense.
has to leave the presents outside.
I want security cameras around the entire house. I want a direct feed of every position he stood. I want to see where he I want to see where he lays the presents, and I want him to leave within 5 minutes.
Do you like
You got that?
Dude, my parents couldn't do the whole, like, you know, dress up as Santa and, "Oh, you accidentally catch him," because I would call the police.
You knock him out.
Like,
I could just picture like Home Alone, Alex style. Like it's just you in the house setting up traps, and every time like Father Christmas tries to come down the chimney, he's like falling onto a load of marbles covered in like grease or something.
it's just like a whole tray of dominoes. He's just like, "Oh no, but that's a lot of dominoes," and then out of nowhere, like he gets impaled by a Vietnamese war trap.
And you're just like at the top of the stairs with like a dart going like. He's like, take that, you son of a bitch.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker.
Get out of my house. Oh, that'd be a great video. Oh.
I wonder, yeah, I was just about to say, I wonder is that ever a Christmas, like, maybe or like a little skit that someone's made,
Well,
just like...
Tomska made something similar, didn't he?
Oh, he killed Santa?
Yeah, well, he's made that book, Sam Kills Christmas, but he did a video a long time ago where, like, he's, like, fighting off the elves, and then he fights off, like, Santa with, like, a candy cane bazooka or something. I can't remember. It was so long ago that I saw it, but I don't know why I just picture you. Yeah, I can't remember what it was about. It's just something about killing Father Christmas for some reason. no, I can't remember. It's been, like, 3 years since I last saw it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't really seen many Christmas shit, dude. I feel like I'm the Grinch when it comes to this stuff. You know, I'm just not a Christmassy boy.
Well, this year for me, it's not been a very Christmassy year. Like,
are you feeling sad about it?
Not really. It hasn't for a long time. It's one of those I'm an adult now, and I was the youngest in my family, so me being the youngest was the source of Christmas, because I was still a little kid who was like, "Oh, it's Christmas! Oh, it's like a week till Christmas." But once I got out of that stage, there was no one else to fuel it, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
So whereas now my brother's got 2 daughters, so they're the new source of Christmas cheer, but they live down south, so it's a bit of a distance. We've got miles between our Christmas cheer.
Oh no, are you saying that you're being left out of the Christmas cheer now because you're not the babby anymore?
I mean, it's I'll get my Christmas cheer back once I have kids of my own, you know what I mean?
Aw.
You know, I'm not bothered. That's only Christmas, isn't it? It's like it's definitely a children's like holiday, isn't it?
I definitely feel it. Like I couldn't enjoy it as a child because I was too smart for my own good. And then I grew up stupid. But like now as an adult, I'm just like, oh fuck, I really wish I just enjoyed Christmas.
Well, it's like I never believed in Father Christmas because I had two older brothers.
They
So
already
the
fucking
second
spilled the beans.
the second they could, they ruined it for me. But I still always like loved Christmas because it was just like a time to just. You obviously got your presents, and it was like the family was all around, and you got to see everyone. You got to do all the stuff, and like just hang out and stuff. It was just fun. But yeah, because I remember one year as well, like one of the real nails in the hammer of like Father Christmas was like one year we all came down, and the way we set up is like we had the living room with two couches, and the big couch at the back. One end was mine, one end was my brother, one of my brothers, and then the other couch was my other brother and my mum and dad. And one year we went in and there was just nothing there in the morning, which normally it's always all set up when we get up and go into the living room.
Oh really?
And one year we came down, there was nothing there, and we were just sort of like, "Where's all the presents?" We went out, we went out, and we were like, "Mum, you know, there's no presents in the living room." And she was, "Oh," and then she just sort of ran out, and she was just like, "Stay in the kitchen," and you could just hear my mum and dad just running back and forward, throwing all the presents in. It was dead
dude,
funny.
that's so like genuinely sweet. I don't know why,
Really
but like
funny.
that's just a cute little story.
Mm.
I don't know, like back in my home, we just kind of we always like got one or two things. That was our gist. So like
Yeah.
you'd never like they'd be under the tree for like the entire month, and you'd be just
All
like,
right.
oh, I wonder when Santa's here, and then like my mom would always be just like, there's nothing in that box. And I was all just like,
It's just a decoration.
I guess there's nothing in that box. And I was a good boy though. Like honestly, I didn't check to see if anything was in it or anything. I just believed that there was nothing in that box. And then at the end of Christmas morning, they'd just be like, "You can open it, April Fools." I'd just be like, "Ah, you got me again."
Every year.
like 13 years of age and you still got me.
Damn. Is this where you go down, like, you're at home now, you go to your tree and you see a box under it and you're like, there's nothing in that.
Like 22 years of age and just like, it's empty.
It's like, I swear there's something in it. It's like, nah, there can't be. It's in the exact same place on Christmas Day. You pick it up and you're like, hang on, wait.
It's like
this is heavy.
It's like every adventure game protagonist, you know, when you're just like, oh, that's definitely going to be in the plot later on, but like you haven't hit the switch yet. So you have to like hit the switch beforehand, but you're just like, I guess there's nothing in that box. And then you never come back to that box for the entire month. And then you're just like, wait a second.
Wait.
The box!
How could I have been such a fool?
And inside, it's just the code. And you're just like, oh, to another box!
It must go deeper.
Do you have those dreams where you just like open a box and you get sucked inside it?
Nope.
Really? Is that just me?
No. I'm not much of a dreamer, to be fair.
Oh, dude, you're kind of lucky, but at the same time you're not. But go ahead.
But funnily enough, I actually wrote this down as a topic that we could do for a main podcast.
Oh yeah?
Topic. You know, I wrote it down because I had a dream the other week, which was my dreams are very rare, but when they happen, they happen.
Oh yeah.
They get intense. So I'd like to save that for for like its own segment. You know what I mean?
That's okay.
It's Christmas time, Blair.
I'm so
we
sorry.
We gotta talk about Christmas.
Okay,
you
Christmas,
know what I mean?
dude. Let's segue off. Where is Quasma?
Well, actually, hang on.
Okay.
Back to the box.
Oh,
I've got a story about box.
Dude, I like it. Let's go, dude.
So this was...
Open your box.
Whoa.
Let me see
Dinner
inside.
first. I remember a good few years ago, I was a little Scotty boy, little boy, And it was when the original Xbox came out around that time, and my brother wanted it really badly for Christmas. And basically, my mum wrapped up an Xbox original box, but inside of it, but a pair of his shoes.
No.
Yeah. So
No. I can already tell where this story is going, and I'm already sad.
So he opened it, saw the Xbox logo, and everything was super excited. He was like, "Ah!" My mum was just like, "Oh, open it, we can get it set up and everything." He just opens it and sees a pair of his shoes. And he just threw it on the floor and ran to the bathroom and started crying. And I was laughing my head off because
it's a terrible story.
It's we were brothers. We rip into each other all the time.
Oh yeah.
But oh my god, it was so funny. And then eventually, when he came out, my mum was just stood outside of the bathroom with the Xbox. And it was just dead funny. He was so upset. And then she was there holding the Xbox with Halo Original, and it was just a good time. I just still remember it. It was dead funny. Oh, it was just...
Whenever I hear like those stories, I don't know why, but you know how there's like a lot of TV shows that do like, oh, we're gonna take away our children's like Christmas presents, so we're gonna take away their like Halloween candy and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
that just reminded me of that, dude. I don't know why, like every time I see those segments, I just get really fucking sad. It just makes me really upset because at one point in time, I imagined myself in their shoes.
You see, speaking of shoes, they were in the box. Yeah, it's like, well, it could have been worse. She could have just not given him an Xbox and just put shoes in the box and just been awful.
Oh yeah, luckily, that would have been bad news bears at that point in time. That would have been the most awkward Christmas on the planet.
That would have been so bad. But oh, it was great. It's fucking great.
Oh god.
Evil, but great.
Evil, dude. I don't know, like I can't think of an evil thing my parents did for me at Christmas except ruining Santa for me. That's literally it. There was this one time. There was this one time where like this is gonna sound so bad, right? But it's really funny to us because my parents and like my family just in general, we're just kind of dickheads to each other. So
right.
So one day, my family, right? So I got some Legos for Christmas, and I was just like, oh, I was really into Lego Star Wars, right? But I couldn't really make it myself because I was a bit of a dumb kid. So the next year I was just like, you know what? I don't really want any more Legos, right? And I was just like, you know, I'm okay with Legos right now. I'm done with that phase, right? So
the change began.
So my family decided that it'd be a great idea to just get a bunch of fucking Legos and throw them all on the floor. Like, so I'd have to walk on the Legos to get to my presents. And like we have like a little bit of a stairgate, so you have to jump over the stairgate to get like onto the thing. And of course, little boy me is just like presents. So I just run down, right? And I jump down onto these Legos, and I'm just like, this is the worst. This is the worst. You know what?
That's
I
awful.
I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. I'm gonna go back upstairs. I'm gonna go to sleep, and then I'm gonna try again in an hour. And I did exactly that. The Legos were still fucking there.
Jesus Christ! Did you at least get a good present?
Oh yeah, it was great.
That's good.
I think it was more Legos. No, it wasn't. It was Legos. It was
Legos glued to a pair of socks.
Dude, that's
a torture method.
Dude, that's what they use in Guantanamo Bay, my man. Dude, they do that, and they like put they put just our podcast on like 24/7. Oh god.
No, it's just how many times we say like in the first episode.
Oh yeah,
on
exactly.
Loop.
It's just like.
Oh my god, I say that so much in that episode, and I hate it. But it was my first time recording audio in a long time, so it was to be expected.
To be honest, I don't think there was any way we could have avoided it, because I don't know what it is. When I'm nervous and I can't think of anything to say, right? I've got like 3 buffer words. I've got like fuck, then I've got like, and then I've got I think everybody's the same,
It's about right. Yeah, it's about right. That.
Like each one of them is just the cause for worry. I don't know, but that was
like,
so a problem. We
almost said
did
it.
our best. You almost said like.
I almost said like. We gotta censor that word. We can't say it.
It's banned. It's Twitch.
Well, like not again.
Dude, we should get a buzzer for one of the podcasts that like every time we click we say podcast. No, we say every time we say podcast we click the buzzer and it shocks us.
Every intro we die. Welcome back to the podcast.
Dude, we don't say that, dude. People realize how many intros it takes us to finally start an episode. Now
Well,
this episode is brought to you by Boicast.
Well, it's like, oh god damn it! Every time we're about to start recording, we end up talking about shit, and we're like, no, that's a podcast topic. No, we can't talk to each other until we hit record.
Yeah, exactly. We did just usually when we start these things, we're just like, oh yeah, that was a pretty cool thing. Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you about my day, and then like it's either me or Scottscy, just like, shut up, stop.
We clock it. It's like, no, we're not gonna have anything to fucking talk about.
This is content. What are you doing? What is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
No, but anyway, dude, I'm actually thinking, dude. So, dude, give me your favorite Christmas films.
Christmas films.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not much of a Christmas film guy, and I wanna give it a go. So, what would you recommend?
Well, my all-time favorite, and will be until the end of time, is The Grinch. Jim Carrey's The Grinch.
Is that the live-action one or the cartoon?
Yeah, the live-action one.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my days. I could probably like word that word for word. Like I could just like that's the word I was looking for. Memorize. I've memorized the entire script basically. It's so good. I used to watch it every year, leading up to Christmas, Christmas Day, all around, and oh my god, it's so good.
Dude,
how have you not seen it?
I haven't. I probably have seen it, but you see, the thing is that like with films and just content in general, I forget about it too quickly.
Right.
I start off sitting there and I'm just like, that was a really good movie. Then somebody will talk to me a week later and I'll just be like, have I seen that movie?
I saw a film last week.
What? Shrek the first?
There's been 4?
Donkey?
Wait a minute.
No, but speaking of, right, the Grinch, like, 'cause that's the thing, like, I do remember the live action one a tiny bit where he's just like running around doing stuff,
Being the Grinch.
being the Grinch, dude. Christmas is not allowed. Well, I always thought the Grinch was you know that boy who was all just like he's got like he's like an old man and he's really grumpy in his room and he's just like, I hate Christmas.
Oh, that's Scrooge.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
Scrooge. God damn it.
That's A Christmas Carol.
Oh, okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Well, funnily enough, there was a not new, but it was like new when I was like at the end of my Christmas hype of being a kid. They released a new Christmas Carol again with Jim Carrey, and it was fantastic. Yeah, I remember seeing it in cinemas, and it was fucking great. That's another good film. That's another good Christmas film to watch. A Christmas Carol.
Like Jim Carrey is actually like he's a
like, hero.
He's so good. He's like
He is an absolute hero.
He's like nearly in all the Christmas films as well.
I don't know. Mum must just like Christmas.
I don't know what it is. Like Jim Carrey just screams Christmas. At least to marketing people, they're just like casting directors, just like, who can we get?
Oh yeah, when he's screaming out of his arse in Ace Ventura, all I can think about is Christmas.
Dude, 100%, dude. 100%.
Asshole! Instantly, I'm like, whoa, I feel like a mince pie now. So that's where my mind goes. I can't stand mince pies.
Mince pies, I've never had a mince pie before. They look disgusting.
I think the reason I don't like them is because as a kid I had mints and I thought it was gonna be like beef mince with gravy, and it was sweet when I bit into it, and it just ruined my idea of mince pies forever.
Oh,
Because it's not a mince pie, it's some sort of fruit pie, and I'm like, nah, get that out.
wait, is it not salty? Is it not like? Is it
No,
more
no,
savory
the
than
sweet-
anything?
Like Christmas mince pies are like fruit and sweet. You meant to have them with
Oh.
cream.
Oh well, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's-
you'd probably enjoy them.
I probably would actually. I do like sweet things.
Nah, I'm not a big sweet fan. To be fair,
You see, I never
Depends.
used to be. I used to be all on that salt. When I was younger, I would just eat bacon all the time.
oh
Bacon,
yeah, bacon's still
bacon
my
was
hero.
great. Like, but now I'm into that sweet stuff. You know. I don't know if you feel this as well, but my taste buds have completely changed since I was a wee babby boy, and like kind of in this year as well. Like I used to be able to eat spicy things, like take super salty things which were uncomfortably salty, and now I'm just like I can't do it.
Well, it's when you get older, you get more of an acquired taste, don't you? You start to actually like notice things. When you're a kid, you can sort of just shovel anything and kind of enjoy it. But
guess
when you get
so.
older, you've got because when you're a kid, apparently your taste buds are a lot different than when you're an adult, because it was meant to be like a sort of when we were animals and when we were like trying to survive in the wild, our taste buds would actually tell us if food was poisonous or
Oh,
something. So that's why a lot of kids don't like certain things, because their taste buds, because like it's more
because
prominent
it's
when you're
all
a kid.
poison. Oh my god.
Well, it's more prominent when you're a kid because that's when you're most vulnerable. So your taste buds are built specifically to avoid that. I've heard this. It might be complete gibberish, but it's what I've heard.
I don't
And
know,
then when
it
you're
sounds
older,
like
your
it
taste
could
buds
be-
aren't as vulnerable, and you can sort of enjoy more. If you know what I mean?
I guess so. Like it sounds like it could be.
It makes
sounds-
sense, doesn't it?
It does make a little bit of sense, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like whenever I think of that, I think, oh, you know what? Children, eat this poison. Just check it out. Can you guys check if
See
this
if your
is poison
taste
for
buds
us,
like
please?
it.
No, you see, here's the thing: if they like it, it's poison, right, dude? Sugar. We figured it out, dude. We finally figured
Oh
it out.
my days.
Children love sugar, but it is poison.
That's a good point.
I'm a child.
Oh my days. Well, it's like what you said, like about not taste buds, like what you used to enjoy compared to what you do now. Mine hasn't changed too much.
Really?
Like, I last year when I came home from uni, I decided to like try everything my mum offered, just because I was like, you know what? It's been a long time since I've tried loads. I'll try it all again. So I tried stuff like tomatoes and all that, and I found out I can eat tomatoes. I never used to be able
were
to.
you a fussy eater?
No, I'm not really. No,
Not
There was
really,
just, like,
but is
select
that's
few
That's
things.
usually what a fussy eater says.
no. There was like a select few things I didn't eat, like cucumbers and tomatoes. They were like the main two I didn't eat. Everything else I'd eat anything. Like if my mum put it in front of me, I'd try it and whatever. My brothers, like you should have seen my brothers like Christmas dinner. Wait, bringing it back.
Wait.
Like, I'd have everything like parsnips, carrots, peas, broccoli, or like whatever. My brother would just have like meat, potato, and like gravy. That was like basically all he had because he was ridiculously fussy. And my mum used to just try and put stuff on the plate to give it colour. That was all she did. That was all the only reason. But I'd have like everything. Me, I wasn't fussy at all, other than tomatoes and cucumber. Whereas I can eat tomatoes now, so it's basically just cucumber. Can't stand it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I've always been like a
and spicy
particularly
food.
like weird like eater. Excuse me, Jesus. I've always been a particularly weird eater when it comes to this stuff. Like, you see, if you don't eat potatoes in Ireland, you're kind of like in a rough situation. Like, cause I've always hated potatoes ever since I was younger. I don't know what it is. I think it's the texture. You know when you bite into something and then it's mushy and you're just like, oh. You know, like it fills up your mouth and you're just like, I'm dying.
Well, that's what I didn't like about tomatoes, the texture. Because it was slimy and gross.
But the
The flavour,
inside
I
or
didn't
the
mind it, it was
outside?
just-
Like,
All of it.
Roll of it.
Any part of it just felt
Okay.
weird. I liked the flavor. I just it just felt weird, and I didn't like how it felt. And I was the same with potatoes as well, really. Unless they were like chips or like roast potatoes, or I wasn't a huge fan of mash,
Dude,
just
I
because it
can't-
was just
I can't do potatoes at all. They're
lumpy
sin.
mess. If you know what I mean.
Oh,
I can only eat it if it was covered in gravy. Like,
Oh, dude, even then, dude, like,
So wait.
ah.
for like Christmas dinner with like your family, now what would you eat?
Well, you see, the thing is, though, like, I didn't like potatoes, and neither, I didn't like. There's two things that I just won't eat in this world. I put my foot down on these things actually. Potatoes and carrots. I don't know what it is.
You don't like carrots?
I don't like carrots. No.
Weird.
Well, I can't eat bread either. Bread is a big thing, but that's because I'm
But-
allergic.
But what happened to the bread in Mackey's? You like give me just bread,
I know. I didn't realize I was killing my body.
right?
I only realized I was allergic to bread, like
The forbidden
like,
fruit.
the forbidden fruit very recently when I got like an allergy test. They're just
Oh,
like,
really?
okay, just like don't go near wheat, and I was just like, what? It's like
Oh,
just
wheat?
don't go near wheat. And like you're gonna have like a terrible day, and I was just like, oh, well that's fucking shitty.
So
Now-
you can drink like beer, and that it is just purely like.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what it is. I think it's like generally the chemicals that people put in like white bread. Because I can eat
that
brown
makes
bread.
sense.
But white bread,
That'd make a lot of sense, yeah.
I eat that and I'm just my body just
'cause
turns off. Like
white
the
bread
whole
is-
thing just murders me.
White bread is one of the worst things you could have.
Yeah, dude, I
But,
heard
oh
it's
lord,
super
do I like
unhealthy.
it?
Dude, I fucking who would have known that Pat the baker is trying to kill us? That's like Pat. Come on the podcast, defend yourself.
We need the inside scoop.
We need the inside
Boicast
scoop.
are on it.
Boycast. This is the Boycast news session, and we finally figured out white bread kills you. Nani?
White bread is going to kill you and your entire family. More 11.
Oh god, white bread's got a gun! Get down!
Come on, Loaf, put the gun down. Put the gun down. Please, my family did nothing.
I don't know why in my head, but like I just imagine the loaf being just like, eat me! You're gonna fucking eat me and you're gonna love me! And it's
You're
just
gonna
like,
eat
no!
me and you're
I'm
gonna
allergic!
taste it. No, please. I'll die. That's so dumb, but it's great.
Oh god, dude! If we ever
my
figure out like any animators that are willing to work, like we'll have to get that animated. We'll
Oh,
call
that'd be
it-
so good. If we could get an animator to just do certain parts of the podcast, that'd be so fucking cool.
Dude, who knows? Who knows what might happen, dude? Who knows what might happen?
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
One day, we'll see. We'll see. We're looking at you, Pat the Baker. Animate our videos, please. We're poor. Down here at the Boicast headquarters, we're still drinking warm cups of warm water.
Warm water, the heating's off, we're wrapped up in blankets because we can't afford like central heating.
Mhm.
We need views.
The best way to get views, dude, I've seen it on YouTube plenty of times. Just beg for them.
Oh yeah.
Just go into somebody else's like comment section. Just be like, "Hi everybody, I
Hey, come
need
watch
views."
Boicast. Come. Oh,
Guys.
we talk about this too.
What's
Oh, you
up,
just commenting on
guys?
every type of video that we don't even talk about. Like, what we go to like, I don't know, one that's about Call of Duty, and we go like, oh, we talk about Call of Duty in our latest podcast, and it's all about bread with a knife. Like,
we go to like this cult video, which is just a bunch of cultists like worshipping like I don't know what do cultists worship nowadays. Oh, you know what?
Cthulhu. I guess?
Cthulhu Satan, you know, like both of them stuck
Cthulhu
together,
Satan.
right? We're just
The
like, yo,
combo.
we talk about Cthulhu Satan on our podcast. Would you guys like to learn more about Cthulhu Satan? Did they come on? All we're doing is talking about anime titties.
Anime titties,
Anime-
bread with guns, and food.
food, anime titties, and guns. Yeah. But do we talk about guns?
Well, the bread had a gun, didn't it?
Oh, it did indeed have a gun. It did indeed have a gun. What gun did he have? I don't know, dude. Find out next time on the Boycast.
was trying to think of something to do with a loaf, but no.
Dude, the fucking gun is made out of bread.
Oh my god.
It shoots
No,
tiny crusts.
It's a spud gun. You're allergic to the bread and you don't like potato. It's the perfect combo to end you, man. That's your biggest nightmare right there. A loaf with a spud gun. That's the end of your days.
Yeah, to be honest, that's like, oh, dude. If there's one thing I hate, it's food. Get it out. Get rid of food. Oh, you heard it here first, guys. The Boicast hates food.
Are you gonna just start living on soil and become a little soy boy?
I think I'm already a bit of a soy boy, actually, to be honest with you.
Oh.
Dude, you have that soy protein when you go to the gym. You try to make those gains, right? You put the soy in you, and you're just like, oh yeah, this soy. I'm a soy boy now. Oh, dude. It's
God, we've been bouncing all over the place with topics today. This was meant to be the Christmas special.
We've never really talked
We've spoke about Christmas for about 5 minutes.
Christmas is kind of weird. Actually, speaking of, what are you getting for Christmas?
What am I getting?
Yeah.
I'm getting a guitar, homie.
Oh, yeah, you told me you were going to get a guitar, dude.
I am, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to...
secret projects that we're going to work on for the future.
We're going to start a band!
I said secret, Alex.
I fucking let the cat out of the bag.
Oh, no. It's not like we've told everyone anyway.
I swear to God, I haven't been learning to sing for the past 12 months for this exact reason.
Well, it's like, obviously after Christmas, I'm going to be picking Twitch back up properly. Because I'm going to be doing Rocksmith, learning to play guitar on stream. So I'm going to do because the whole advertising campaign behind Rocksmith is like, learn to play guitar in 30 days. Whoa. So I'm going to book a day. Like, my first stream of it will be day 1. My second stream of it will be day 2. And I'll only play guitar on those days, if you know what I mean?
Okay.
And see if I actually do learn it in 30 days.
Okay.
After 30 streams, if I can't shred all the licks to Dragon Force Through the Fire and Flames, I'm getting my money back. All right. If I'm not shredding some Herman Lee shit, I'm going to get my money back and be like, listen here, Ubisoft. You promised me.
You promised you would make me into Jimi Hendrix. Why am I not playing this guitar with my teeth?
You promised me to be a pussy-slaying guitar genius.
It's like that South Park episode where they're just like, wow, dude, you're pretty sick of Guitar Hero.
Oh, I love that episode.
That episode is so fucking
good.
Like, listen, man, I can't be friends with you anymore. It's just I've got a new partner now. But Stan!
It's so good, that episode. You know what it's called? That episode.
I think it's called Guitar Hero.
No, it's called Guitar Queero.
Oh.
Yep, that's South Park for you.
You heard it here first, folks. If Scottscy doesn't learn the Through the Fire and the Flames in 30 days, you will get your money back guarantee from watching this podcast.
All 0 pence that you've spent on watching or listening to the podcast.
Your money back guarantee. You don't even... You know what? I'll just give it to you back right now.
What's your PayPal? Come on.
What's your PayPal, dude? Give it to me.
Send us the numbers on the front of your credit card. We're free on the back. And we promise...
And also...
to totally not get heating in the Boicast studio and send you money back.
If you could please donate to the
throw
charity,
a tea bag
which
in our
is
warm water.
Definitely not Boicast Heating Association.
Maybe we could afford a few tea bags for our warm water.
Oh, no, dude, fucking listen. That's for the higher class. That's for the elites, right? Listen, I don't want you wasting money.
That's for the pinky hovering, high life living.
I don't want you to fucking waste money on the fucking elite juice. Right? I've had enough of that. We're gonna sit here and drink our warm water and be fucking pleased about it.
And enjoy it.
We're gonna enjoy it, dude. I'm actually...
All we've got in the office is a kettle and a tap. And a blanket.
Sometimes the tap doesn't even work.
Sometimes it just starts spraying out like mud. I'm like, oh, not, oh, guess I'm drinking it.
Dude, if it's mud, we're drinking tea tonight.
Oh, well, we need the money to buy it.
Oh. Well, I've just been
We need-
drinking mud.
I thought this was a cup of tea. We
Oh,
didn't have any milk, so I just went with it.
dude, it's like, it's a bit nutty, but, you know, like
It's a bit earthy.
a bit earthy. Dude, I swear there was a worm in that, but I feel like that's just a part of the culture, you know? Tea culture. Dude. Actually, yeah, speaking of, man, I've been watching an anime recently. And
Have
I
you?
heard that you've been watching an anime too. We have finally
Have
finally gotten around to the anime of the anime
I've actually
podcast.
watched an anime since
Oh, yeah?
the first podcast.
the first
It's been a long time.
and it's SSSN Gridman.
Oh, it's Gridman. Totally
it's
watched.
totally Gridman.
I've watched all of it. It was mechs and kaiju.
Dude, you
and-
haven't watched it.
Oh.
That's so sad.
I know. I was planning to, but I finished Bunny Girl and then just didn't want to watch anything else. So I was just sort of
you've
like,
been watching
I want
Bunny
more
Girl.
Bunny
That's what I
Girl.
like to hear.
I'm up to date and it's great.
Dude, Bunny Girl is my favorite show this season. What do you feel about it?
It was really fucking good.
Dude,
It was different.
it's super different, right? You start off
It was like-
the first episode, like feeling like it's just gonna be like another Moe Blob Seaman Demon Harem thing, right? But then then the character like turns it on its head, and you're just like, whoa.
Well, it's like I didn't read too much into it. Like I didn't read a synopsis or anything. I just went off your word and Joe's word, and I was just like, right, they've said it's good. I looked at like the art for it, and I was like, this looks like just a slice of life romance comedy, and I was like, that's right up my alley. Let's give it a watch. And then in the first episode, they're all about like this person caused this travesty that hospitalized free students, and then you see like the scene with his sister just sliced, and I was like, what the fuck is happening?
This isn't my slice of life Moe Blob Seaman Demon show. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like the combined drama with rom-com, and it worked.
Well, you see, that's the thing that I really like about Bunny Girl, is the fact that it's just like I came in wondering if it was going to be like, you know, just a harem show, just any of a harem show that was going to start with, oh no, all these chicks are falling for me, whoa, right? And it starts off kind of like that, you know. You got the first one, which is fucking Bay. Like
Made the Bay.
Made the Bay. Like if anybody wants to fight me, I will meet you outside of Tesco's and we can fucking sort this out, right? And then you have other Bay, which I actually liked a lot, which is like, oh god, what would we call her?
The short-haired one?
Well, he always says she's got a nice ass, like constantly.
Oh, the Doctor Who companion.
Oh, the Doctor Who companion. Yeah, dude, the Doctor Who
'cause
companion.
They,
The
they
second
love
one.
traveling back in time for no reason.
Oh, dude. Dude, I don't know, dude. I really,
It was really fucking
I really
cool.
enjoyed that. Like,
I really enjoyed it.
oh,
It was really confusing, but I was like, it was a Groundhog Day, but
It was straight up a Groundhog Day. We won't talk too far into the later stuff, just in case some people haven't seen it on the podcast. You
That's a good
guys should
point.
definitely give it a go. But we are going to be talking about episodes 1 to 4 to 5. 1 to 5, everybody. So just in case everybody wants to know, you can skip
you're gonna
ahead.
have to keep me on track because I watched all of it in one sitting.
Don't worry, that I
So
can make
episode
that work.
numbers have blended. It's just a film to me at this point.
So episode 1 to 3 is May, and then episode 1 to 6 is Doctor Who Companion.
Right. Okay.
Right, Doctor Who Companion, and they just they go back in time and stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, to start off with this anime, I like how it's like already an established relationship. Like the characters just like they
Click.
Yeah, they click as well. Like I don't know why, but like in a lot of other like romance shows, they kind of put these characters together and. But they leave it open enough for you to be just like, I don't know if this lady's like good for him, you know? Like, I don't know. Maybe he should go for the blonde one with the glasses. No, but in this show, there's no other choice. Like, at least in my opinion, I think there's no other choice. I think May is Bay.
The scientist girl.
Oh, okay. Well, no, scientist girl isn't even interested in him, right?
Yeah, but she's waifu.
Well, yeah. Okay, all right.
Material.
Okay, if we're talking about like personal waifus, all right. Okay, wait. Are we talking about personal waifus or waifus for the main character? This is two different things.
For the main character, it's a whole ReZero situation in it.
Well, you see, here's the thing: the ReZero situation did have a lot of room to grow. While like
But it was I love fucking Emilia or whatever. Emilia,
yeah.
that's the word. It's just that again because it's like.
But you see, no,
I love May. That's
but like,
what it
but
is.
it's not. But like, it's not like.
But it works.
Yeah. But it's not like that though. Like with the Amelia situation, Amelia's just kind of just like, I'm gonna run away and do my own thing. I don't really like. Cool, we hang out sometimes and stuff, and you do things for me. But like, we haven't really established any sort of connection like whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like in Bunny Girl, it's loyalty. They're both in it. Whereas ReZero, it's just him who's in it.
Just like
he's 100% committed to this relationship. The girl Amelia's just like, hi.
Yeah, Amelia's just
that's all it
like,
is.
dude, I'm gonna be like king someday. I can't think right now.
I can't be vibing with this Subaru in a tracksuit. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, he does have a tracksuit, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's only he wears a tracksuit the entire time, and his name's Subaru.
Subaru, beep beep.
You know what I mean? But then, like with Bunny Girl, it's like both characters are in it. Like May acts all sundery with the whole toe stepping situation, but
you see, the thing is though, it's like with the tsundere thing, right? I definitely believe that like when you call somebody a tsundere, it's like an archetype, right? But I just don't. In Bunny Girl, I don't really think there's an archetype there. You know, like I wouldn't look at May and call her a tsundere. I would look at her and call her like a fucking person. You know, you know, it's weird to say this, but like, there's points and times where like she's just like, oh, you know, like being mean to him, right? And he's being mean to her, and they're teasing each other, and it's cute. But then there's moments where she's trying to tease him back, and he's just like, oh.
The line I loved was like when they were shopping.
Oh yes.
When he's like, what is it? He says exactly. She goes like, "You're thinking lewd thoughts now, aren't you?" And he's like, "The thoughts I'm thinking are way more lewd than you can imagine."
And then she like steps away. But like then she's just like, hero. Okay, maybe I should come back now that like I've got the confidence back. Dude, it's just like I don't know, dude. It's just. Like, because that's like an uncomfortable thing to say to somebody, right?
But he just
does
it. The whole time, he just says what's on his mind. And he gets called out on it a few times, and he's like, who raised you to just speak your mind? And he's just honest. I was like, that's a good point.
That's the thing.
He's just
like,
honest.
he's just an honest character with too much character development for this show. It feels
I don't know how they did it.
Yeah, like in like literally 11 episodes now, I want him to succeed.
Every character had backstory,
right?
And I don't know how they did it. And just like, I've only seen, well, it's up to episode 11 now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did they get my hero level of backstory
in just 11
episodes,
right?
How?
I don't even.
It was insane. And still, every episode, something happened. There was no filler. There was no, like, sort of episodes that felt really, like, empty plot-wise. Every single episode had stuff jammed into it.
Dude,
and you learned so much about every character.
That's actually, like, a really good point. Like, every episode was just paced so well that you would, like the characters.
Yeah, definitely.
Like that's definitely on the writers. Like the original writer for this has got to have like I don't know why, but you know when you see stories like this and you just feel like they're taken from actual in real life experiences. Like maybe not like him going back in time and shit, right? But I could clearly see like maybe I don't know, maybe the main like the actual writer like having this like, you know, that conversation with the girl in the supermarket.
Oh I can see that.
It just feels so natural and normal, and the voice actors do a great job as well. Because
I was surprised because I noticed a lot of the time, a lot of their voice actors were quite monotone, but not in a sense of bad. It worked for the setting and the overall feel of it. It all just worked.
It's so casual. Like, it's
It
just a
wasn't like
casual
a-
conversation with everybody. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what. Yeah, and it worked. There was none of this like, oh, hey, Kaide. It's like, hey, big brother.
well,
what's going
well, there
on?
is one character who's like that.
She-
and
well,
that's the
she's
the
like
little
that for a
sister.
reason.
Yeah, yeah.
But then, fucking, he's just like, shut up.
Yeah, he's a dude.
Get
I
out,
have
I'm
to give
trying
it
to
to
sleep.
this main character. Usually main characters are just like, oh my god, my sister,
Sister fantasy.
Right? But like, he's just like, fuck off.
He's like,
Seriously,
no,
stop.
May is Bay.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, dude. I love that. Maybe it's because I've gotten older. Like, I feel like, here's the thing. Like, whenever I look back at the original shows and things like that I used to watch and enjoy, I don't know if I could like get behind it, like if I was younger, but the characters just feel so kind of adult in a lot of ways. Their reasons, like their reasons for like existing and their reasons for doing stuff, and they're just their trials and tribulations altogether are just, you know, they feel real, right? Obviously they like they have these the way where it's just like, oh, you know, it's fantasy and stuff, but
The adolescent syndrome part of it.
yeah, like
all of the.
but if you take away that, like it's like if you take away
You are
that,
left
right?
with very real characters, aren't you?
Right, yeah, like it's definitely. I feel like this is on purpose. That it's just all like a metaphor, right? Like May doesn't want to be like May doesn't want to be forgotten because she was thrown into the limelight and then she got scared and then she jumped back out, and then but she still wants to be seen by people, right?
Yeah.
Then the next one, the second girl is like unrequited love, right? But like you know, it makes sense.
It was hers. I don't want to spoil it. That's the thing, because it's like the main plot of her
It is,
story,
right? Yeah,
which is important.
Mm.
So I won't mention it directly, but it was like
It's hard to explain
hers was-
about it.
her story is very similar to May's.
It is, but it's actually
But
reverse.
flipped.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
100% reverse. Like, oh my god, and then the next girl after that, that one actually like hit me super hard.
Which we have yet to find out more of.
That we've yet to
We
find
got
out
two more episodes to elaborate, and I'm excited.
Oh, dude, wait, no. Third, oh wait, no. There's 5 girls in this show. Oh god, I forgot about it. Third girl, you know, girl.
Oh
yeah,
shit!
yeah,
Of course,
yeah.
I completely forgot about.
Yeah,
May's
you forgot about your bae. Like, you forgot about your.
Oh
bae.
yeah, and it's hers as well.
Yeah.
I completely forgot.
Yeah,
It's because we were focusing on the first two that I just completely forgot about Science Girl and May's sister.
yeah. They're
Wow.
such good fucking characters. Like her
They are.
story is like it just her story like didn't even really need to be like a puberty syndrome situation. They could have just had that story. Well, here's the thing, like even if you took away the puberty syndrome, I fucking feel it. Like I don't know, she's
No,
the one that
well-
I identify with most. Is how I feel.
Even with the I like the way they did it with the PewDiePie syndrome.
PewDiePie syndrome.
With the puberty syndrome. 'Cause-
Fucking PewDiePie syndrome. All right, dude, we have to call it that from now on, dude. So yeah, the PewDiePie
Right, the PewDiePie
syndrome.
syndrome. I'm glad they used that on her part of the story, because it does feel like there are two versions of yourself when you're in a situation like that.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they told it, like, they were very distant from each other.
They were.
It worked. And then when they finally connect, it was. I hate trying to tiptoe around. I want to just talk about it.
It's very
but
difficult. Like it's very difficult. We gotta stick to the rules. Let's go back to
We
the
highly
first two.
recommend it.
Yeah, let's go back to the
Highly
first two.
recommend it.
Like this
Go on.
show generally like as an anime watcher, I've been watching anime for the past like 11 years. 11 years of my life. Actually, probably more than that now. It's nearly 2019. Like, I've watched
a week today.
Dude, I've watched a lot of anime, and like this, like there hasn't been an anime very very recently that has like connected with me on this kind of level of just it being a generally good show. I always look forward to a new episode coming out because I watch things as soon as they come out. But
Yeah.
for this show, I can't wait. Like,
You normally enjoy the week between episodes.
yeah, like,
But with this, you're like, I need it now.
like it's kind of the show that I wish I binged, but I can't binge it because I'm just too into it. It's one of
You
those
cou-
shows that I'm
you
going to
couldn't-
rewatch. That's just how I
like
feel.
you couldn't keep yourself alive if you said like, no, I'm not gonna watch it for 3 weeks and then just have 3 episodes to watch.
Right.
You couldn't do that to yourself.
You can't even
Yeah, I get that.
each and every episode.
That was me with My Hero.
Oh, fucking
I was
My
like,
Hero,
I need
yeah.
to watch My Hero. What? Because every episode ended on a fucking cliffhanger, and you're like, what's about to happen?
My Hero.
Oh, I just want the film to hurry up and come out.
The film is coming out very soon, actually.
Wasn't it February? The DVD release?
Oh yeah, the DVD release. I forgot.
Yeah,
I
because
thought-
that's what we've got to wait for.
It's coming out in like cinemas here soon, right? Like, I
It's
think
already been on. It was November.
oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I was going to go see it, but just didn't get around to it.
Ah, dude. I don't even think that they would like do it in Ireland. But I've like no
yeah,
idea.
we had 2 screenings here in Manchester.
Whoa, lucky fucker.
Yeah.
It probably like,
was like-
would it have
well,
been
they-
like sold out?
It was
like-
on 2 nights. One night was the English dub, one night was the Japanese.
Mhm.
And that's all we had.
I actually don't mind.
And I wish I went and just saw it in Japanese because they had Japanese with sub, and I was like, I didn't expect that. I expected it to just be dub all the way through.
Yeah.
Every screening would be just the dub, but no, they had sub as well, and I was like, oh well, would you look at that?
Dude, like weirdly enough, like the like I feel like nowadays with streaming services and generally all these type of things, like My Hero is definitely one of the biggest topics for this. Anime is accepted now. It's like
Oh, definitely.
like it's more
Anime is
accepted in the
huge.
Western world now than it is like in Japan. Like, you know, it's
I don't know about that. You know,
I
'cause
actually
you've got-
I actually do believe that in a lot of ways. Well, like while Japan has like
But over here we don't have a whole city dedicated to that type of culture,
that's true.
whereas Japan do.
That's 100% true, right? But
So it's like, I guess it's definitely bigger here now than it's ever been. 100%.
it's definitely
like,
bigger
I've
online,
met-
you know.
I've met people who don't seem like they'd enjoy anime at all, who have been talking to me about My Hero. Like, it was the other week in work, I was talking to a guy who just, like, he was, like, quite built, so he was, like, a sporty kid and everything. He was a sporty lad and everything. He was really sound. Like, we were talking about games and stuff, like Call of Duty and stuff, and then he mentioned anime, and I was like, hang on, what? And he was like, oh, yeah, I've been watching My Hero, and I was like, mate.
You see, that's the thing
Let's
now.
talk about that.
I feel like it's just so okay to just be like, hey, I watch anime, you know? Like beforehand,
Everything's
it
like
just
that now,
didn't-
isn't it?
You're like, well, you see, I don't know, maybe it's because I've gotten older. Excuse me,
Yeah.
sorry. But people can accidentally watch anime now, you know? Like they wouldn't know it's like anime, right? But you could go onto Netflix and just be like, oh, okay,
Oh, yeah, Netflix
Violet
is full of it.
Evergarden,
They're
right?
buying rights and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Like fucking Violet
Netflix
Evergarden.
is super
like,
invested in anime now, and anime like companies are not happy about it.
Exactly, right? Like you can just accidentally do it now, and that's the cool thing. Like then again, I feel like it loses the whole exclusivity thing of like
Oh, being like, I'm an anime fan.
yeah, well,
Like, and then you find a fellow anime fan, and it's like this rare, like, oh my god,
Right.
I've got someone to talk to about it. Whereas now, like, basically everyone I speak to watches anime.
dude, that's I prefer it that way. I prefer to have like
So do I,
you know,
because I like
conversation.
talking to everyone about
Yeah,
it.
exactly,
Yeah.
right? I love it when somebody who's like open to anime is just like, I really want to get into anime, but I don't know where to start. And I'm just like,
That's my girlfriend at the moment.
oh, dude, that's
I
even
was talking to
better.
her about it, and I was like, she's an art student, so I was like, "You're an art student. I thought you would have watched anime." And she was like, "No, I've just not watched it, but I want to." And I was like,
Dude,
"Oh, you're in for a wild ride."
Here we go. Here we fucking go, dude. This is where shit gets really fun. This is where
I'm
shit
thinking about
gets
throwing
really
on My
fun.
Hero at some point. That'd be a great one to start with,
Oh,
in
dude.
my opinion.
Have you thought about what to start with, actually? Like, is it My Hero you start with?
Yeah, My Hero or the classic Attack on Titan.
Full Metal Alchemist is a good one as well.
I still haven't even seen that myself.
Really? What
Yeah.
is wrong with you?
I wasn't super intrigued. I watched a few episodes and then just forgot about it.
What about Brotherhood? Right, okay.
That's what I watched.
It's so good.
I wanted to read it. I've got the manga. I've got 3 volumes of the manga.
Mm.
And then I'm not much of a reader.
Dude, I definitely
gonna
say
invest-
give it a go.
Sometime eventually. It was just I wasn't a huge fan of long anime.
I
Like,
never used to
seeing
be
that
like
Seeing that an anime had like more than 50 episodes threw me off.
episodes.
then shut up. But then I'd watch like an anime that was 12 episodes long and be like, I want more. So why didn't I like see in my head of, wait, this anime has 50 episodes. That's more.
Oh.
Watch that. You'll have more time to watch. Like, I don't know. It just didn't make sense.
I
It didn't
do-
click. I was like, I'd rather watch something short because then I'd just be able to get through it. And
No,
then
but I do understand though, right? It's kind of like is my dilemma, right? I feel like I'd really enjoy like shows like One Piece and stuff like that, right?
fucking- Yeah.
But they're just so long, and it will take me like
couldn't-
it'll take me so many arcs to actually be able to join the conversation, right? Like I completely
I
understand
couldn't
that,
dedicate my time to that.
right? Like
I just couldn't.
I told you to watch like Bunny Girl like a week ago, right? And you've
Yeah.
already caught up, and we can talk about it. You know, like
Exactly.
I'm not like sprouting shit like, oh, dude, the Alabaster arc is great. You know, like it's episode 362, my dude. You're gonna love it when you get there. It's just like,
Oh, you're gonna love it in 6 months when you've halfway through.
dude, if I,
Yeah.
yeah, like a year of content, you can do it, my man. Like if I watch those shows from the beginning, I'd be just like, yeah, you know, every Saturday, just watch it. Yeah, I can get down with
That's
that.
what I did. That's why I started with Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
I started watching the first season of Dragon Ball, and I was loving it. I was watching it every night because I was watching it in English. Because it's Dragon Ball,
well,
it works in
the
English.
English-
'cause
the
the voice
English
actors
dub
are fucking amazing.
for Dragon Ball is just amazing. It's ridiculous.
They did an incredible job. So I was just watching it in English. So it wasn't like I had to fully invest all of my mind to read, and I could just lie in bed and just watch it.
Mm-hmm.
I could watch it while eating food, because trying to eat food and watch anime is impossible.
Yeah.
You're trying to read and trying to aim food into your mouth while looking at your plate to see what to get, and you're like, shit, I've missed like an entire sentence. Go back. I don't understand.
Oh god, that's such a
Like-
first world problem. God damn it, dude.
It
But
is,
I
but it
completely
makes
understand it.
sense.
No, that problem is just it's so difficult to deal with at times. Cause you just want to have a little bit of nom noms. But
You
at the,
just wanna eat
same, but at the same
You
time,
want to be a full weeb trash, eat some fucking ramen while watching anime,
Right?
and you can't be a weeb because you can't read and eat.
dude, I'm not gonna lie.
But,
I got in trouble recently. I went to a sushi place, and I'm left-handed, and you're not supposed to use chopsticks in your left hand. And
Oh, really?
they were just like, no, right hand, and I was just like, oh fuck no, my weeb cred.
That's awful. Because, dude, I'm oddly left-handed.
Oh yeah.
I'm half left-handed in a way. I write with my left hand,
Mhm.
and I play pool with my left hand, and that is it. Everything else I do with my right hand.
Yeah, no, I can see on that one.
It's super weird, and I don't know why, but just what I do. Like, I'm more right-handed than I am left-handed, but I write with my left hand, which is like one of the most important things you do with your hand.
right,
So I don't get it why it's like that, but
dude. I guess you're just ambidextrous, man. You just
A
train
bit,
your
yeah.
left hand. I've always been relatively ambidextrous, but writing is the only thing I can't do. Like if you popped me, like here's the thing, right? I've learnt to use chopsticks with my right hand. I've done it.
you have to.
So the next time I go to that sushi place, I'm ready. I'm not gonna get scolded.
You're going in, spinning chopsticks with your right hand. Like, let's eat some motherfucking sushi.
Dude, 100%. Like rolling it around my hands, just like. That was the sound that my chopsticks are gonna make.
Whoa, Blair, what's that?
Huh?
It's the end of the podcast. That's what it is.
Oh no, it's the end of the podcast. Hello. Oh.
We're like an hour and 15 minutes in.
We're an hour and 15 minutes.
We can't keep going, man.
Oh my god.
We gotta.
Dude, this was the Christmas episode, and we didn't even talk about anything Christmassy. Really, we just talked about.
We talked about enough.
We did.
What can you talk about Christmas for an hour? Like what could you talk about for an hour about Christmas?
No,
really?
not very much actually. Especially when
think
I
we
didn't
covered
want
enough.
like Santa Claus in my home. Like
Yeah, you're not the most Christmassy of people, and I was. Well, I'm not anymore. But we
did our best.
We talked about Christmas. We talked about the Grinch. We talked about some of my cool stories. We didn't talk about the songs. I was going to mention.
Oh yeah, we forgot
fucking
about
the
Christmas
darkness,
songs, didn't we?
but you know.
Oh god, we've got
fine.
our docket.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year. You know what? Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been an absolute adventure. Thank you guys for hanging out with us on your 2018.
Hell yeah.
2018th.
The 2018th.
Your 2018th birthday.
December.
Your 28th birthday. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna keep stumbling
Blair.
over my words.
Blair. Where are you from?
From Ireland.
Trying to segue into like, oh, I'm from twitch.tv
Oh!
Blairlex.
How was I supposed to know that? Dude, Oh,
I'm
wait,
trying,
hold
man.
on. I got this. Scottscy, where are you from?
England. You can find me
In
over on
England?
YouTube. You're over on YouTube as Scottscy, Twitter, ScottscyYT, and Twitch is youtube.com/Scottscy. That's SCOTTSCY. All our links are in the description anyway. Blair,
All of
go
our
on.
links are indeed in the description. And you can also find me at twitch.tv/Blairlex. You can find me at twitch.tv/YouTube. But hold on a second. YouTube.com.
Hang on a minute. Something's not right there.
YouTube.com/Blairlex. You can find me at Twitter at BlairlexMyDude, as well as Instagram as BlairlexMyDude. And that's around it, my man. You can join our
Hell
Discords.
yeah.
Our Discords are now in the description. You've both got two separate
I forgot to put it on mine, but I'll do that. Fine.
We'll figure it out. You know what?
Awesome. Well,
And with that,
thank you everyone for joining on the Christmas special,
thank you.
and we'll see you all in 2019.
Have a Merry Christmas, everybody. Make sure you stay
good,
healthy.
Get presents and that. Whew. I need a piss from about halfway through that.